the fact that Ryan, has gone through 3 top trainers that would have done a great job, Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, and Derek James.
Correct.
And he's not training with neither of them. He's training with his dad.
Did Ryan Garcia ever allow those trainers to be the boss?
That's why he's back with his dad, because he's the boss. That's why.
Yeah.
Look, Joe Goosen, I know Joe Goosen. My brother used to train with him. He's not going to just let you get away with stuff like that. Derek James shouldn't either. Eddie Reynoso doesn't need. He's made so much money with Canelo that if you want to come to me, it's going to be under my rules. And if that didn't work, then Ryan's back. So that's I give that big advantage to Barrios to even pull that off.
See, that's the thing about boxing, and Big Baby Miller pointed it out, because there's no structure. We need some kind of structure. In the NFL, the guy has to sit there for the media interview.
Max and Robert Garcia both speak highly of Ryan Garcia's talent and natural ability. However, they also caution that the constant changes in his training team have slowed his overall development, especially when compared to Mario Barrios' steady commitment and consistency. As the fight approaches, both fighters are openly sending warnings toward each other.
Left hand, make sure that's up, you gotta protect it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I would imagine he's saying. And gotta take that away. It's probably, other little things like that. They drill a lot of just keeping the hands up all day long. So it's like here, 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 here. But, this freestyle type of boxing, with technique is gonna overwhelm this man.
It was a great experience. He's definitely one of a kind. I took a lot from that fight, just being in there with somebody with his.
Mario Barrios says he plans to take advantage of Ryan Garcia's fighting style by attacking every weakness he has noticed. He makes it clear that his goal is to protect his championship at all costs and that he is fully committed to defending his belt. Ryan Garcia, on the other hand, says he does not feel any different since his trainer left. He explains that his focus has not changed and that his attention remains completely on preparing for Mario Barrios.
I'm, the biggest threat in the welterweight division.
You got dropped last time out with that double left hook. That's something you're going to look to take advantage of, see any weaknesses there?
I'm looking forward to, taking advantage of every weakness, that we see in his in his style.
He's up and down, Ryan. It's like he's into the ring some fights and he's not. Is that something you've spotted? Do you think he's distracted? Do you think his sort of social media presence is more to him than being a fighter?
Training footage shows intense workouts in Los Angeles, featuring sharp combinations, focused drills, and serious preparation. Ryan Garcia is seen powerfully working the heavy bag during a demanding training session, showing strength and intensity.
But, hey, because I know I've already said some stuff that guy's already told him. But again, like he said, boxing is one-on-one. At the end of the day, he's a free thinker. I'm a free thinker.
Ryan said, Joe's not going to stop this fight. It's going to be a physical fight, a bloody fight. You're smiling when you're hearing that. Is that the kind of fight you want?
Not necessarily that it's the fight I want, but it's never a fight that I shy away from. I've gone out of my shield before. Like I said, every time I step in there, I give it, whatever I have that day. And if that's the way like this fight goes, if it ends in a bloody battle, then it does. And I've never shied away from that.
I respect that. I honestly do. I do see that in him. He definitely gives everything he got in that ring.
Mario Barrios continues to stress that his mindset is defensive and disciplined. He says he is not going to allow Ryan Garcia to take his belt and that defending his championship means everything to him. He explains that his goal is to step into the ring and protect what is his. When asked about his approach, Barrios says he expects an exciting fight from a stylistic standpoint. He acknowledges that Garcia is explosive and dangerous, but believes that from a pure boxing perspective, there is no comparison. He says he considers himself the better fighter and plans to prove that on fight night.
Defend.
So you look to put on a big performance, stylistically, what you're going to come with?
Stylistically, I think this is going to be a very exciting fight. Garcia, he's explosive, he's dangerous, and but I think on a boxing level, there's no like competing with us. I think I'm the better fighter. And I'm looking, to go out there and show that on fight night.
You just said you're the better fighter. Who do you think put more on the line here, your title or his credibility?
I feel like, I'm going into this fight like, I have, everything to lose. I have the title. I know he's coming, with a lot to prove, but at the end of the day, I'm the champion. I'm
Wade Plemons discusses the southpaw stance and explains how it changes a fighter's movement and decision-making inside the ring. He says he enjoys seeing Ryan Garcia's thoughtful and analytical side, especially the version of Ryan who carefully studies opponents before major fights. Wade mentions that Ryan has been reviewing fights involving Keith Thurman and Abel Ramos to prepare for Mario Barrios, noting that both of those fighters gave Barrios difficult nights in the ring. He questions how Ryan's more free-flowing boxing style can take lessons from those fights and apply them against Barrios, who is known as one of the strongest finishers in boxing.